What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. FantasyTeamAdvisors.com, bringing home the bacon NFL DFS video where you're breaking down the Week 13 main slate. We're going to look at our top picks, some strategies to go with if you're using algorithms, if you're using optimizers, if you're building by hand. In this video, you can see the article. The article is in the description of this video. We have every single player that we like in this Week 13 ranked there. We've obviously removed Thursday football and Friday football from the majority of them. And if you have any questions about that, you can ask down below in the Discord, or you can ask in our Discord, which there is a link in the description of this video as well. You can always email me, dfshelp1@gmail.com. Hit us up on Twitter @advisors_team. So what we're going to do is I have looked at your guys' feedback. I've asked for it. If there's certain things you want to see in these videos, put it down below, put it on our support channel in Discord, email me. I want to know what you guys want to see. And that's exactly what we're going to do here. So in this video, we're going to try something new for Week 13. Let me know if you guys like it. We're going to go position by position on DraftKings. You can obviously use the same on FanDuel or Yahoo. The rankings are the same. Obviously, DraftKings is PPR, so the scoring's a little bit different for receivers. And the pricing's a little bit different too. But you can use these rankings here. Check the article out as well. And we're going to give you our top 10s at each position. Then I'm going to give you some of our favorite algorithm or optimizer settings, depending on which optimizer you're using. We are trying to build our own optimizer. So I'm using our optimizer that we have built, but I'm trying to get it housed in the correct spot to be able to then be put on the website. It is taking way longer than I thought it would, but I hopefully will get it there very, very soon. So we will check that out. So we're going to give you some of our favorite picks and stacks and everything in between for Week 13. So we've already done 10,000 sims in the background. We do a total of 20,000 every single day or every single week, depending on which sport you're on. The last 10,000 are usually about 2 hours before whenever the slate starts. So that being said, I've already done our top 5 stacks. That video will be linked at the end of this video. If you want to go check everything else out, we'll have a Sunday night breakdown. We'll have a Monday night breakdown as well. So let's have fun with it. Let's also help each other and bring home some bacon. So we try to have 2 giveaways every single video. Here's how you can win these videos. You got to like the video, you got to be a subscriber to the channel, and you got to leave a comment. You do all 3 of those in this video right here. It's a minimum of 50 likes. You'll have a shot at a free week of FTA+. 100 likes is a shot at a free month, 150 likes, a free year, 200 or more likes, a chance at a lifetime pass. Now, this is all sports that we offer, not just NFL. So don't think these are just for the sport this video is for. So when full season up and running, you've got NASCAR in February. You've got NBA up until June. You've got NFL from September till February. You've got PGA pretty much all year round, MMA pretty much all year round, and MLB starts in March. So let's have fun with it. And the second way to win, somewhere in the video, there'll be a keyword or a key phrase. Be on the lookout for it. Type it in and have your second shot at a free week. So that being said, we are going to see who the winners are a little bit later on in the video. We're going to dig right into the position. We do have some rain concern, but as you guys have been aware, we're pretty good. Even if there is rain or wind, don't let that deter you from some of these games. You obviously want to target the games with the highest over-unders. You want to target the teams with the highest implied team total. So just looking right now, a couple of the plays of the highest over-under games on this main slate. We have Pittsburgh at Buffalo, or Pittsburgh versus Buffalo in this game. We do have this going on in Pittsburgh. There is some rain concern. Rodgers does have a broken wrist on his non-throwing hand, so that is always something in. And Buffalo has been losing some games that they shouldn't. But looking at that game, just kind of looking, Steelers are 3.5 point underdog with an over-under of 46.5. While we have the Bills, and Steelers have an implied team total of 22.56, where we have the Bills an implied team total of 24.39. In this same one, we've got Matt Stafford and the Rams going up against Carolina. The Rams have a 27.28 implied team total. They are a 10.5 point favorite right now with an over-under 45.5. You've got the Colts versus Texans. Now, the problem is, and I don't understand how this is going on, but Daniel Jones has a fractured fibula, which is your leg, and he is still trying to play. Feels like a trap, but we've got the Colts right now as 3.5 point favorite with a 44.5 over-under and an implied team total of 23.4, or the Texans with CJ Stroud being back, 21.58 implied team total, 44.5, and they're obviously a 3.5 point underdog right now. But if you want to check everything else out, go check out fantasyteamadvisors.com. FTA Plus, $10 a week, $30 a month, $200 for a year, or $500 for a lifetime pass. And somewhere in this video, we will talk about how you can get a Black Friday deal. Let's talk about it right now. Black Friday deal. If you email me, dfshelp1@gmail.com, and say you want the Black Friday deal for a yearly pass instead of $199, you can get it for $75 right now. It's first come, first serve. Same thing with the lifetime pass. We have 5 spots left, usually $500 for a lifetime pass. Feeling generous, 5 spots left. You can get it for $150. Email us right now. So that being said, we are going to go through, we're going to look at the players, we're going to look at position by position and how we have these guys ranked in each position. So that being said, got Josh Allen number 1. There's a reason he's the picture of the video and the article for a reason. I think he has a bounce back game against Pittsburgh. I've got him up there right now, less than 10% owned because his price is up there, but I think we could take advantage of this. It honestly depends on who you're going to stack him with, whether or not it's Shakir, whether or not it is Coleman. Brandon Cooks is now in there. You got Kincaid. You've got James Cook. He could run it in a couple of times. He's one of those quarterbacks where you can stack with him, but you can also run him out there naked because he can run you a couple of touchdowns and throw like 3 touchdowns, get you a total of 5, and you're able to go in a different direction. So I have Josh Allen number 1. Number 2, I've got Matt Stafford. He is in part of one of our stacks. If you want to check that out, I love a matchup with Puka and Devontae Adams with him. Number 3 is Justin Herbert. Number 4 is Jacoby Brissett, who's absolutely on fire lately. Number 5 is Sam Darnold. Number 6 is Trevor Lawrence. 7 is Daniel Jones. This is definitely something to monitor. Having a broken leg. 8 is Brock Purdy. 9 is Tua, and then 10 is CJ Stroud, who has not been 100% confirmed yet, but he should be the starter here for Houston. So that's who I like in our top 10 rankings on a Friday for the quarterback position. Now, we run to the running back position. Number 1, Achane. Love Devon Achane, number 1. Number 2 is CMC, Christian McCaffrey. Number 3 is Jonathan Taylor, who had quite a quiet Sunday last week. I think people are going to see that. They're going to see how expensive he is. Almost 10K. I think he has a bounce back. Problem is, he is $9,800 on DraftKings. Super expensive. But I've got him number 3. Number 4 is Bijan Robinson. Number 5 is James Cook. Number 6 is Breece Hall. 7, Kyron Williams. 8, Travis Etienne Jr. 9, Rico Dowdle. And number 10 is Ashton Genty. Now, Geno Smith has been looking very bad at the quarterback position for the Raiders. Say he goes out and throws a couple of interceptions and they bring in their backup quarterback, and then they just lean on Genty the rest of the game. Why I have him ranking up there at number 10 right now in this game. So we go into the wide receiver position. JSN's number 1. He's very expensive, but he's been absolutely killing it. If you look at this, you can also use our matchup tool to check this out. So if you want to see how they're ranked, this is the defense. This is the passing points or passing stats allowed to opposing quarterbacks, the rushing allowed per game stats they're giving up. And then if you play on DraftKings or FanDuel, you can sort it out that way. But this is sorted out through DraftKings, and you can see, like, on paper, the Bucs in this main slate are the worst team against the quarterback. So Jacoby Brissett is in there. He's a cheaper option. If you look at Brissett down here, you're paying $7,500 for Allen, or you could go down to $5,800 against Jacoby Brissett. So this is a great tool to use, part of FTA Plus. Running back, kind of the same thing. You look at this. If you look on this, the Buffalo Bills rushing defense has been the worst on this main slate. They're ranked 30th out of 32 overall. So then you kind of look at that. Pittsburgh, Jaylen Warren, who's going to be the running back there. They may rely heavily on a running back if Aaron Rodgers is in there, but a broken wrist, non-throwing in, still not 100%. So we've got JSN number 1 for wide receiver. Number 2 is Puka. Number 3 is Devontae Adams. Absolutely love the Rams this week. 4 is Jalen Waddle. 5 is Nico Collins. 6 is Chris Olave, who is questionable. I think he plays, but monitor this situation. 7 is Tetero McMillan. 8 is Emeka Egbuka. 9 is Ladd McConkey. And 10 is Justin Jefferson. Now, it has just been confirmed that quarterback for Minnesota will, in fact, be Brosmer. It will not be J.J. McCarthy. He is ruled out. Now, I don't know what this means. He obviously hasn't had chances, really. And you look at this, Seattle against the quarterback. So if you use our matchup tool, go to QB and you go to Seattle. You've got to find Seattle. They're ranked 21st out of 32. They're still giving up an average of 18.3 fantasy points a game. So a quick Brosmer at 4K is going to be very highly owned because he is that cheap. Minnesota stack I'm okay with. Don't live and breathe with just this one, but Brosmer at 4K is going to be our top value pick at quarterback because he was priced as not a starter. Got a great matchup here. We don't really know much about him in the NFL, how he's going to fare. That could spell Seattle being the #1 defense this week, but I wanted to bring that to your guys' attention. So we move to the tight end position now. Our #1 tight end, I don't think it should be a surprise. It's Trey McBride. Since Jacoby Brissett has taken over the starting duties from Kyler Murray, McBride has seen an uptick in usage, targets, catches, and fantasy points every single week against the opponent. So I've got McBride #1. #2 is Brock Bowers. #3 is Tyler Warren. #4 is Oronde Gadsden II. #5 is Kyle Pitts. 6 is Juwan Johnson. 7 is Brenton Strange. 8 is Harold Fannin Jr. 9 is Cade Otton. And #10 is AJ Barner versus Minnesota. So now we go to defenses, okay? Seahawks are the #1 defense right now. Their ownership, they're 3,900. You can see they're the second highest priced. I've got the Seahawks #1. #2 is the Chargers. #3 are the Rams. 4 are the Jaguars. 5, 49ers. 6, we got the Falcons. 7, Dolphins. 8, Texans. 9, the Browns. And finally, 10, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers as your defense. So those are the top 10 at each position. If you want to see all of them, we've got every single quarterback ranked, running back, wide receiver, and tight end, 100 plus in those other rankings outside of the quarterback in this article right here. Help us out down below. Click the link. Good luck with that. So depending on which optimizer you guys use, settings you guys use, I completely understand that. We are going to see some of our favorite settings. So what I do is I put a 10% randomization. If your algorithm or your optimizer has randomization, I'd set it about 10%. If I put it at 10%, I go into the ownership percentages for each position, and I universally make it 30%. So every position has 30% max exposure. I then drill down just a little bit more. I go to the quarterback. I drill that down to 15% because I want the algorithm to work for me. I want it to build some lineups there, and I want it to have a little bit of fun while it does it too. So I've got randomization there, and then I have stack percentage. I clear every percentage. For stack percentages, I do 25% QB plus 2. I then add a 25% QB plus 2 with a bring back of 2, which means, in theory, if you're looking at the team that has the highest over-under in this main slate, being the Steelers at the Bills, and we build a lineup with, let's say, Josh Allen, okay? We put him in there with Shakir. We put him in there with Cook Jr. or Cook the third. So you've got Josh Allen plus 2, whether or not you go Shakir, maybe you go Brandon Cooks, depending on which you want to go. This is just an example. You then do a bring back of 2 players from Pittsburgh. So Buffalo having a terrible run defense in this game. I'm looking at bringing back with a Jalen Warren. And then depending with DK Metcalf being there, questionable. Or he is good now. He's good. They removed it. News. Yeah. So full participant in Thursday practice. So then we look at what are Buffalo Bills defense against a wide receiver. So Buffalo Bills overall against the wide receiver, they're ranked 15th. So basically in the middle, 31.5. You got DK Metcalf. So you can bring it back with DK Metcalf. So you do that. You got Allen throwing it to both Cook and Warren. And then a bring back of Cook and Shakir with a bring back of DK Metcalf and Jalen Warren makes a ton of sense. Go with your defense there. If you think Seattle's going to be the best defense that you want to go with, 3,900. We're now building around. We got 4,500 to mess around with a wide receiver, a tight end, and a flex as well. So definitely a good way to go about it. That is what I'm talking about when we bring a QB plus 2 with a bring back of 2. So I've done 10,000 sims in the background. I want to see what simulations have as a lineup here. Early build, I understand that. We're going to look at that. If you want to see our favorite same game parlay or our favorite plays of week 13, I'll be putting them usually Sunday morning. I will put the parlay or some of our plays in our Discord, absolutely free Discord. Go check it out. The link is in the description of this video. So just looking at, I'm going to show you a couple of lineups of what the algorithm has liked through the first 10,000 sims. Now, again, just like other sports, we've done 10,000 sims. We do a total of 20,000. anything can happen. Players can be ruled out early Sunday. So these lineups are definitely a starting point, not an end-all be-all. I kind of wanted to show you what the early simulations are throwing out there for us right now. So we do have Matt Stafford. We've got Devontae. We got McMillan. We got Williams. So Stafford with Williams and Devontae Adams. If you want to watch, I love Devontae Adams. Within like the 10-yard line, he's leading the league in touchdowns. He had 2 last week. He had 3 against Jacksonville in London a couple of weeks ago. He's just been absolutely dominant in the red zone. Matt Stafford's safety blanket. Matt Stafford's Calvin Johnson in LA. So we've got these rankings. And then just depending, the Texans defense here, just because we do have Daniel Jones with a fractured fibula who's trying to play on that, which in my mind doesn't make any sense to me. But this is the number one lineup that it spit out through the first 10,000 sims. So I wanted to show you an LA Rams offense. Makes a ton of sense. So I'm going to enter that one in there right now. It's going to do this. It's going to say I can't enter. I refresh a couple of times. It lets me enter. I go in there. It says account locked, which it's not. I go back, pause the video, build the lineup, and I'll be right back, and I'll show you that it lets me enter. I don't know why it does this every single week. Okay, so it let me enter it. Who knows why? I don't understand why DraftKings does that. FanDuel doesn't do it. FanDuel's just banned or restricted in my state right now for whatever reason. So let's do a Josh Allen lineup just to kind of see what kind of a stack you could do here. So number 2 here is Josh Allen. You've got him throwing it to Shakir, which makes a ton of sense. Number 1 target for him. They did bring in Brandon Cooks, so you never know. You got Breece Hall coming in. So the first couple of simulations, lineup builds, likes Breece Hall and Kyron Williams. It kind of likes the same lineup almost overall. So it's like in Hall Williams. It's like in McMillan as well. It's like in Fannin again. It likes Gadsden. We're looking at Seahawks, the defense, McMillan, Shakir. It's also like in Nico Collins again as well. So that is another lineup you can look at. You got Josh Allen throwing it to his boy Shakir. Just a 1+1 stack there. So we're going to enter that one in there. And we'll build you another one real quick. So let's go one more lineup. If you want to see all the lineups we like, you want to see all the rankings, go check out fantasyteamadvisor.com. It is $10 for a week. We've got a cheat sheet for everything. We've got a cheat sheet for Sunday Night Football, for Monday Night Football, for the main slate. We've got stacks. We've got optimal lineups we're looking at as well. We've also got 6 to 8 picks that we like to score tutties every single week. Go check out our record. It's been phenomenal to start the 2025 season. So I'm going to go with the Jacoby Brissett one. Now, I believe Marvin Harrison's probably going to be ruled out. It's definitely one to look at. Brissett has been absolutely just feasting when he goes into these games since starting, and that's kind of what I'm looking at. So if you look at Brissett here, you're paying down. He's 5,800. Game log 21.7, 26.9, 21.4, 24.8, 20.8, 24.7. When he's been the starter, he's been dominant. He has 11 touchdowns with only 3 interceptions, got 100 rushing yards. Last week, he had 317 yards through the air, 20 rushing yards as well. He had 31 rushing yards in week 10 against Seattle as well. So Jacoby Brissett, I do like him. I like Michael Carter with him, which I'm okay with. Michael Wilson's probably that other one that I would stack him with, especially if Harrison is ruled out. If he's ruled out, then Michael Wilson is a go-to for me, 100%. So want to put in some of these other top 10s that we're going with. So ETN, Michael Wilson, Emeka. Oops. Okay, I've got him in there. I've got Jalen Waddle, who I do like in this one. Defense-wise, whether or not you want to go with the Chargers being the highest owned, you can go $100 less. You go the Rams a little bit less than that. If you want to, I wouldn't go the Panthers. I wouldn't go the Titans. I wouldn't go the Vikings. Vikings are interesting because Sam Darnold does have a game with 4 interceptions going up against his former team. They know how he likes to throw it. I'm interested in that because they're only 2,300. So you add that in there. Now you're at 6,000 for a tight end and a flex. So tight end wise, Trey McBride, if you want to go a full stack. So Brissett, Carter, Wilson, and McBride. You got 4,200 for a flex. So if you roll that down, you're down from Tez Johnson down, depending on where you want to go. Cade Otton is in there against Arizona if you want to do a bring back there. He's been kind of up and down. You got Jerry Jeudy against San Francisco. He's been really up and down, only 1 touchdown on the year. You got Juwan Johnson against Miami. If you look at this, and he's had double digits every single game since week 6. If you go Juwan Johnson against Miami against the tight end, you can see they ranked 20th out of 32, giving up an average of 16.9. He is in a great spot. So this is a full Arizona stack. Arizona with Brissett, Michael Carter, Michael Wilson, and Trey McBride. If you didn't want to go, so if you look at Tampa Bay against the running back. So just looking what Tampa Bay does against the running back position, if you want to go with like a Michael Carter, or maybe we remove him, but Tampa Bay against the running backs. So you come down here, they rank 22nd out of 32, giving up an average of 24.4. So they are in a spot where this is a full stack that I don't mind. So I'm going to enter that lineup, and we're going to do one more lineup for you guys before we why is it doing that now? I've already entered in multiple lineups. That's just not true. See, I don't know why, and it does that. Whatever. So we'll do a final one. Obviously, again, like I said, these are through 10,000 sims, but let's go with one that kind of an under-owned one. Okay. I'm interested in this. I'm going to go to the algorithm. I'm going to go to the sims. I'm going to look at the ownership percentage. I'm going to go the lowest owned quarterback that I have right now, which is Brock Purdy. So I'm going to look at a Brock Purdy stack, see what it likes with a Brock Purdy stack okay, so it doesn't have a Brock Purdy stack. Okay. So we'll remove him. Interesting. Let's see if this has got. We do. So this is a boomer bust tournament lineup. Shedeur Sanders. I understand that. Second, I mean, he's 4,200. He's very cheap. It allows it for a stack here as well. So Sanders, McCaffrey. It's like in Breece Hall a lot. So usually what I do is I run like 500 lineups. I look at the ownership, and if it's like every single lineup has one player, you got to diversify a little bit. So I take their stats a little bit down, the projections down a little bit. So through the first 10,000 sims, it's loving Breece Hall like immensely. So use that information how you will. I know Jerry Jeudy hasn't had a very good game, but if you are stacking him, makes a ton of sense there. JSN is in there, one of the top options there. Harold Fannin makes the top 10 as a tight end. You got Kittle in there as well. And you do have the Jets defense. Now this is early. Again, you're at 2,400. If you go defense, go all the way down, you can go Jets, Vikings, Titans, and Panthers. I'm going to go Vikings just like we did last one, just in case they kind of know what Sam Darnold's about and what they're going to do about it. Now, again, these are tournament lineups through the first 10,000 sims. This is your first look at the main slate. These can and most likely will change. So that being said, we are going to see who the winner of last week's video is. So in that video, we had 451 likes or views, 13 comments, and only 23 likes. So we did not get to the 50 likes. We are going to see what the keyword is and who the keyword winner is. But before we get into that, we're going to do the keyword for this video. And this video is winning. The keyword is winning. So see what the keyword is from last video, which was happy. Western New York Bigfoot. I'm happy to blame China. I don't know what that is in reference to at all, but you are the winner, and I believe this is the first time you've ever won. So if you're watching this video, email me, dfshelp1@gmail.com. Say you are the NFL Week 12 keyword winner, and then let me know if you have a username on fantasyteamadvisors.com. If you do not, I just need a username, an email, and a password that you need. We'll get you set up for your free week of FTA Plus. That is a week of all sports, so if you get it today, PGA is back, I believe. MMA is back. We've got you covered. We've got NBA. We've got NFL. We've got everything. So let's have a fantastic week 13. Good luck. We're inching our way towards the playoffs. Good luck with best ball if you're still in there. Don't forget to check all the links out in the description of this video. Let's have a great week. And as always, let's bring home some bacon. Peace.